G'day YouTube. Today I'll be building a custom keyboard with CherrY MX speed silvers. If it's anything like my last custom build, you won't see this video because I will have blood too much. That wasn't a joke. My last custom keyboard, when I looped the switches, I kept getting cut. Anyway, I have some CherrY MX speed silvers. Glorious GMK free bare bones and some keycaps. I did pre-open these keycaps just so I could organize for the ones I actually wanted to use. I want to replace the keyboard on my second PC, which will probably become the CherrY MX Red keyboard instead of these Gateron Red's keyboard. And a few of these switches no longer work because of the PCB, like F11 and 6 and also 9. I might record from my PC. That might be a better angle, but we'll see. I guess first I better open it. I have a YouTube tutorial up of how to loop switches because it was a lot of steps. It's so naked right now, but it's gonna become a good keyboard hopefully. We'll put that aside. Comes with some spare parts and a screwdriver. There is the power cable. I think here's where they keep the extra switches to test. Keycap puller, switch puller. And there's 3 switches. Some boring instructions, some stickers. The included switches were a Raptor switch, a Panda, and a Fox. Alright, I guess it's time to actually start the build. I found the keycap opener. Switch opener. Even if this isn't in CherrY packaging, it is the official CherrY MX speed silvers. If you look really closely at the CherrY MX switch, you can see it says CherrY and there's the CherrY logo. So that's how you can tell it's an actual CherrY MX switch. And it wouldn't even be worth it to buy genuine ones than switch the top. And this is CherrY MX Red, which is what's currently in that keyboard. I only have 120, but I need 104. So I hope there aren't any with bent switches, pins. This one is already clearly bent. That's why you always make sure to get extra switches. I think I straightened the pin on and off, but just in case I put it over there. Okay, this is probably that angle. when lubing switches, sort of lube the side rails. And the bottom flooring of the switch. That's too much. You don't want the lube to make it white. I'd say that's good enough. The next step of lubing a switch is to lube the spring like you lube the sides. And then that's not good. You're also supposed to lube one of the ends. I'd say that the spring is lubed enough. It's probably good. And then you're supposed to place the lube side into the bottom housing. I guess I am just quoting the tutorial I'm currently watching, at least for that part. And then you're supposed to brush the rest of the spring on the other end. That's it, that's good enough. Okay, I'm supposed to lube the sides, and it should be a thin layer because over lubing switches is bad. It can ruin the feel and the sound of them. Also supposed to lube the feet a little bit. And apparently you can lube the pole a little bit, but it's not that important. And it should only be a small amount. I'd say that's relatively small. Okay, so it's the part where I'm supposed to place it onto the spring. I've got to lube the top housing. Okay, so basically just brush it a bit. This is the most important area to lube. Apparently, I would have thought it's the spring or the stem. But I guess this is where it's all kind of connected and held together. I would say that's probably alright. And then I push them together. This might be backwards. Okay, yes, it was backwards. If I take off my headphones for this sound test, does it sound good? Yeah. Better install the first switch. I guess the space bar. I'm only really going to do a test once they're all done after. But I will be using this to pause and unpause the video. So I think it's kind of important to make sure it works. Okay, yes. My space bar is working. Okay, probably make this time-lapse. Something I didn't mention before, but I guess I will, is I also have some crystal crown keycaps from G-Skill. I wanted black keycaps from them because it looks cool, but I guess they don't make the black anymore. I'm probably gonna make my keycaps the green I originally picked, but I guess I'll do a quick check of what it would look like. I'm going to start doing it in proper rows. Although maybe I should just do the extra stabilizer keys, which was my original plan. You know what, I'll finish the stabilizer keys, then I'll do the rows. Okay, I've got one row done. This is not an area for a switch, it's this thing. Wait, I'll show it with... I hate keyboard lubing the stupid switches and stuff so much that I'm breaking my drink Mountain Dew at the end as a reward rule. I'll have some Mountain Dew now because this process is so long. I know I've been trying to do row by row, excluding the stabilizer keys, which I've been doing straight away. But I feel like I probably should put the shift key, because I already have the other shift key. I would generally do the keyboard test after, not during. But when I'm going through all the effort of having to lube these switches, it's easy to just do it during. Back to this painful process. It's taken me so long so far. The time's currently 2:58. I think I started at like 9 something. But I finally got my second row of switches done. Since I've got a bad PCB, it might be worth trying to fix it. Though I shouldn't have to, because I don't use the numpad anyway. But it's like, I'd rather it work. Let's see. Okay, I removed the top part. This part's completely fallen off. Okay. I don't think that's gonna hold, but I'll test it. I took the stupid keyboard apart. I tried to push the PCB back together and I fixed the stupid Y key. It looks better with the lights off right now. I don't know if I mentioned when I finished the last row, but I just finished another row. So there's only like 2 left. Finally 1 row left. It took me so long to finish this row because there was a lot of bent pins. It's the part where I put on tons of keycaps. Like with how I was putting in the switches, I'll just do each row, then I'll show. Okay, that's 1 row. It's starting to come together. This wasn't really planned to be part of the video, but it just arrived. I just got the world's most overpriced screwdriver. It's the Linus Tech Tip screwdriver. Well, I say it's overpriced, but I haven't used it yet. Maybe it's magnificent. I don't like the feel of it. Okay, the bits aren't in it yet. Okay, this isn't a Linus Tech Tip screwdriver review. This is a keyboard video. Okay, the second row is done. Unfortunately, I have to use the stupid arrow as a shift because all the other shifts are too big. Okay, for some reason my plus key stopped working again. But whatever. Guess it's time for the next row of keys. Finished another row. I've been building this keyboard for over a day. Okay, I did one more layer. I mean level. Or row, whatever. And there's one more left. Okay, it's finally built. It's 12:35. I will do a typing test and stuff, but not right now. Okay. I have quite a lot of CherrY MX Blues, but I can't use them like this. So, next custom keyboard. Again, I ordered it before I realized that's how the stupid enter key will be. This this time they didn't even give me the paper. All my stickers. Something I didn't pay enough attention to is clearly the PCB is not very good. Those keys are damaged. I only entered this one key. Also, this key is clearly broken. It's always a good sign when you find the very important parts on the bottom of your keyboard that you need. So okay, these switches aren't working. Bare bones keyboards are supposed to be simple, so I shouldn't have to always take it apart and try and fix the stupid PCB. But that ends up always having to happen. So I'll never order this one again. Even though not all the keys will work, the sound test should still be pretty good. Okay, I think I've fixed as much of the PCB as I can. Every switch is installed. That's what it looks like lit up. I guess I'll install my keycaps. And yeah. I'm gonna be using the blue keycaps with the blue switches. So it might be one of the bluest keyboards of all time. Okay, I'll just show once every row is done. Well, I mean like one row at a time, but you know what I mean now. Ignoring that the down key doesn't work, I finished one row. Okay, the second row is done. I think every key is working fine. Time for the third, I guess. Okay, so I don't have another key of this, but I need it for here, because as you see, it's supposed to be two of them. So I guess I'll put this key since I don't have the correct kind of key again. Also, it's the long keys, so I'm not sure if they count for this row or the next row. But I guess I can install them now. And they can count as the start of the next row if they're not part of this row. Okay, I'll do more rows now. Okay, there's 2 rows left. Okay, the only key in this row that's not working is this one, which is unideal, because ideally they'd all work. But I don't really use this key anyway. I don't use most of the numpad. Okay, time for the final row. Okay, all of my top row is working. So this is the typing test on my CherrY MX Blue keyboard. That's an increase, I think, may. So much pressure when being recorded. Next I'll do a typing test on my CherrY MX Speeds. Or restart type test. Ask each not open form mean while between any from who cares as last. This one would since make do 33 words per minute, 90